Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me in this reading. So let's find out what messages come through with the cards for you for the week ahead, Cancer. So we have the Six of Cups, the Hierophant in the reverse, and the Temperance. Finally, we have the Ace of Cups. So with the Six of Cups, this does show a bit of a nostalgic energy. There seems to be some reflecting on the past, and I'm getting that it is in a fond spirit, in a positive way, looking back at things, looking back at a situation, looking back at an encounter that could have happened. Also just a person from the past kind of reaching out, kind of blast from the past, if it is not a memory that's kind of getting triggered right now. And the Six of Cups is also a very warm energy, being able to know that you have somebody has your back in a situation, that they're going to be there for you. I'm getting that you can take comfort in that when it comes to a connection that's very meaningful, that has been formed with somebody. We have the Hierophant in the reverse. There does seem to be some differences in your connection. This could be you and somebody else kind of having different ways of looking at things, but I'm getting that with the Six of Cups and the Temperance, there's this energy of being able to kind of be harmonious with the way that's handled. And this isn't in that sense of being at odds with someone in a negative way, but instead being able to actually learn from somebody else. There's a lot of potential for that with these cards. You have the Temperance, and also getting that energy of being able to pour into somebody else's cup and having them pour back into yours, being able to experience that natural flow, and also being able to take comfort in that balance in this connection. The Temperance card does show a kind of a steady pace when it comes to being able to get things started and get things going, but it is one that you can trust. So being able to start with this very moderate kind of exchange in energies does also show that this is going to be kind of an ability to establish a deep connection that is going to be one that's going to have a lot more trust, and ultimately it's going to lead to a lot more intimacy anyway. So there's no rush. The Six of Cups also does show you could be kind of dealing with someone from your past. I'm getting that it's kind of stirring emotions, or you could be stirring emotions in somebody else. They seem to be looking back. This is a nostalgic energy and thinking about what may have happened in the past and kind of missing that. We have the Ace of Cups, and this does show a new beginning. And with the Ace of Cups, this does show the kind of new beginning that comes at the right time. It feels like it is on time. It is satisfying the way in which it is happening and kind of unfolding. It's very fulfilling on an emotional level and on a deep level. So the Ace of Cups does show a pretty good sign for your relationships, not only in romantic relationships, but all around. So including even friendships, even family relationships, even as far as people you work with right now, being able to establish a deepening of a bond in a way that feels like somebody understands you, and you also kind of feel more connected to this person. There does seem to be a lot of emotional satisfaction. It's the Six of Cups and the Ace of Cups. You may be moving forward, but it's in a way that feels like it is naturally, it's fulfilling. It's not like something's being taken away. It's the next natural step. And even with the Temperance card, this does show being able to experience harmony with that. So I'm getting some pretty positive energy with these cards. I'm getting that perhaps you may be leaving something from the past in the past, but it is amicably. We have the Sun. We have the Queen of Cups. We have Seven of Cups. And we have the Hermit in the reverse. So you could be dealing with the Leo You could be dealing with the water signs, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and Virgo is also possible with the Hermit card. So we have the Sun card, and I'm getting that there's this ability to experience some joy with where you are leaving things off or where you are right now in your connection. I'm getting that this person that you're dealing with has very positive feelings towards where you are with this person. They have a positive view of you in the situation. There's a sense of being able to experience somewhat of a renewal as well. There's a revitalizing of energy in this situation. Something is being kind of energized, and there's motivation for being able to pick up in energy in this connection, kind of being able to move forward and being able to be more present as opposed to just staying in the past, being able to kind of come back and be present and be able to live that in the present moments in a way that allows for that joy or those pleasant experiences to kind of be experienced in the present. You have the Queen of Cups under the Hierophant in the reverse, and I'm getting that with the Queen of Cups, this is also about you being able to have a strong connection fundamentally between you and someone else, even when you're at odds. That's something that still remains and is intact. This Queen of Cups, I'm seeing that there's a lot of care here. This person cares about you. You may be in a situation right now where you feel like you have a lot of care for someone, or you have a lot of care for what you are trying to really devote yourself towards as well. So I am getting that outside situations, such as circumstances that may come up, are not a threat to what you have. You have the Seven of Cups under the Temperance. The Temperance and the Hierophant in the reverse in this reading, there may be some religious factors in this relationship. It's definitely some spiritual and intuitive factors that are kind of binding you with this. You have the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Cups does show this energy of being open-minded, remaining open-minded, remaining flexible in situations. And I'm getting that with the Temperance and that ability to kind of be moderate. This is about not being too extreme, not operating from extremities, kind of being cautious, and also being aware of how things can actually go and not being too rigid because of that. So the Seven of Cups also does show need to be grounded in perspective in a situation. So it's about being able to put action behind words, being able to kind of have a more grounded idea when it comes to how you would like to proceed and move forward with someone. You may be dealing with someone who's kind of more often than not in a space where they may like to reason things out. That may be something that delays them, but they may also like to take everything into account. And with the Seven of Cups, this is about really being able to kind of come back, and it's almost like being able to devote yourself to something, make a decision. So you may kind of be waiting on that with someone. I'm getting this is also an energy of being in a space where a relinquishing of control, and kind of relinquishing that control to a higher power, letting everything flow and unfold naturally in this connection. But with the Seven of Cups, there's a decision that needs to be made, and it's gonna need to be made by somebody. So we have the Hermit in the reverse, and the Hermit in the reverse, this is about coming out. You may have been in a space where there may be somewhat of a silence period between you and someone, or there may have been a desire to be able to kind of protect and self-preserve oneself and not putting oneself out there. Because with the Ace of Cups, this does show being able to experience a new beginning. And so the Hermit, it's almost like there's a conscious decision to be able to put yourself out there in order to kind of make yourself available to that. And I'm getting that is something that is allowing for opportunity to kind of come to you, present itself to you, and also being able to be in alignment with that energy if that is what you want, especially when it comes to relationships, friendships, associates. The Hermit, that's in alignment with the Hermit in the reverse. That's in alignment for being able to connect on a deep level, because you're kind of allowing yourself to be available to that. So I'm gonna pull out more cards. We have the King of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Nine of Wands in the reverse, and we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. So this King of Cups, again, there's this there may be somebody who really has really positive feelings towards you. I'm getting that this may be somebody from your past. There may also be somebody that kind of feels familiar, and that's because of this energy that they kind of emitting to you and, you know, kind of feeling towards you. But this King of Cups is a very supportive and very loving kind of energy that somebody holds for you. This person holds space for you, and I'm getting that this connection is not one that is easily lost. I'm also getting with the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups that you and this person are on the same page. We have, even if you are at odds, there's this mutual connection at the heart of it. With this King of Cups and this Queen of Cups showing up, it's almost like divine counterparts, even with the Temperance showing up in this reading. We have the Page of Wands, and the Page of Wands, this does show somewhat of a new beginning, somewhat of a turning of the page and kind of being able to start pursuing something. And it's almost in a more with high spirits, being on the same wavelength and being excited for what's to come. Getting that is an attitude that perhaps you have right now, being more positive about what's to come and optimistic. And even when it comes to looking at the situation, I'm getting that it's one that can reflect that to you. With the Sun card, this is very positive energy. So I am getting that you may be in that space right now, especially when it comes to anything new that you're trying to start and pursue. And this could be in your relationships. I'm also getting it being something very spiritual, something very religious or spiritual and having to do with your faith. But this energy kind of is what is driving things, and I'm getting that it's also kind of a very great start to anything that you are starting. You have the Nine of Wands in the reverse, and with the Nine of Wands in the reverse, there's a sense of being able to be more open, less guarded, and less defensive in a situation. So there's this sense of being able to let someone in, being able to hear someone else out, being able to hold space for somebody else at the same time as you in a situation. But there is a sense of harmony with this Temperance and the Nine of Wands that's showing up in the reverse. So I'm getting that perhaps you may have been on a journey with this person. You may have a history with this person, with the Six of Cups also showing up. There's that nostalgic energy, but it's almost like you're getting to a good place. You're getting to a good place with this person. You're going to experience something that's going to be more, is something easier as well with the Nine of Wands in the reverse. And being able to kind of let bygones be bygones for the sake of being able to maintain some harmonious connection and not get distracted from that part of this. And we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. And with the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, there's some kind of, if there's anything that's been making things difficult, that wasn't necessary to even factor into, kind of putting in a lot more effort than what you're getting back. The Seven of Pentacles does show an ability to kind of see that for what it is and be able to drop that. So in a connection, if things are not balanced, if there's, more effort being put into something than getting what you're getting out of it. So this is about kind of also balancing things and also being more assertive with boundaries, being able to recognize balance and fairness in a connection and especially in an energy exchange. So the Seven of Pentacles, I'm getting that things are working, and they are working in a way that's not grueling and taxing on your own personal energy. It's more so in a way that's more balanced and more fair. With the Hermit in the reverse, there could be somebody who may have kind of kept that in. This is about being able to kind of stand up for oneself and be able to speak that truth out there, let it be known. I'm getting that there's a lot of love here, because there's a lot of loving cards, and that love is present, and I'm getting that you are well received, the Seven of Pentacles, when you do. And even somebody else may also be the one trying to communicate that to you. It gets you back to this loving place. And you may be starting afresh, starting anew with someone, but it's on the right foot. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Cancer. I hope that you have a wonderful week. I will speak to you in the next reading. Bye, Cancer.